You should not spend $100,000 on your first watch. Don't be crazy. But if you're going to be crazy,
Hey, James,
yo,
if you were to start over your watch collection, what would the first watch be?
what budget are we talking about?
Let's say $1,000.
$1,000. Well, actually, the first thing I would say is you don't need to spend $1,000 on your first watch. And if you're just starting a collection, probably shouldn't. You can get a lot of watch for half the price or even less. I'm a big fan of a contemporary Seiko diver, like their Prospects line. SRP series is one of my favorites. It's got that sort of turtle case, Willard vintage aesthetic, but it's a modern diving watch. You can beat it up, you can wear it, you can go diving in it. That's what I do. But I think most importantly, it'll sort of inform your taste. Like, is it too big? Is it too small? How does it feel on a bracelet? How does it feel on a strap? But if you're going to go into the world of $1,000, the Accutron Legacy collection that we have, they've got great designs, mechanical movements. There's some story there, and they're going to come with a warranty. So from in our inventory, that's probably where I would go.
Let's say I wanted to spend around $2,500.
$2,500 is where I think in the vintage world, you get a ton of good options for a time only or a time and date model dress watch. Lacultra, Movado, like a Kingmatic, IWC watches. There's so much good value. That's where the real sauce is.
What about $5,000?
$5,000, I think this is where you can get into really high quality tool watch divers. This is where you're going to find your Tudor Black Bays, your Black Bay Chronos, Seamaster 300s from the 90s and the aughts, and Doxa, of course. $5,000 that's where I'm buying a real diver.
$10,000.
$10,000. Chronographs, Speedmaster, Zenith El Primero, Hoyer, Octavia, Carrera, Monza. I think chronograph is the name of the game at $10,000. You should get yourself something that has a little bit of elevated complication.
I guess you can see where I'm going with this. What if I wanted to spend $100,000?
On your first watch, went from 10 to 100. Mark, who's setting these rules? You should not spend $100,000 on your first watch. So don't be crazy. But if you're going to be crazy, it's got to be a Longa. Datograph. I mean, maybe a first series Datograph. This one's not for sale. You can't have it. But you don't need to spend $100,000 here. Not yet. But this is arguably a one and done watch collection. It doesn't get much better than this. Don't buy it as your first watch, folks, but definitely get there. Manifest it.